It's the Newfield Podcast.
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 On this special Newfield Podcast episode, we have Seb, Nancy, Robin and Jude from Year 5 discussing the upcoming general election.
Welcome to a Newfield Podcast special all about UK general elections.
A general election is where you vote for an MP. They are important for the country and decide who will make decisions for the country moving forward. A general election will happen on the 4th of July 2024. Our school will be a polling station for voting, but you must be over 18 to vote. So, what is a general election and how does it begin? Parliament is first dissolved when the Prime Minister requests a general election to the current reigning monarch. The dissolution of Parliament occurs ahead of a general election for a brand new Parliament. Once it has been dissolved, every seat becomes vacant in the House of Commons and all 650 MPs are no longer MPs. Parliament is dissolved 35 days or 25 working days before a general election.
Once the election has been called, it is time for the candidates to get up and walk the streets of the UK to begin campaigning. There are many ways you can campaign: face-to-face, do interviews on the news and write manifestos, which is a huge book which candidates use to persuade the voters to vote. They can even appear on TV, taking part in many politic debates.
4th of July is voting day this year, as you already may know, and it is where you vote for an MP. You can vote for who you want to vote for. If you are not 18 or don't bring your ID, you cannot vote. Do you know that the King cannot vote in the general election? Also, people currently in prison can't vote either. Some people vote before voting day, doing something called a postal vote. Additionally, some people who are unable to get to the polling station may use a proxy vote to ask people to someone else to vote for them.
Once the polling station is closed, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m, the people who count them collect in the ballot box and empty it out. Then they have lots of people to count the votes up, which will take hours, but they must be done by morning because lots of people want to know who won. When the counters know who won, they announce it to the public. If the people voted for an MP, the party with the most votes will form a government, and from that party there will be a new Prime Minister.
UK general elections are a busy time of the year, with candidates trying to get people to vote for them and their political party. Hopefully this podcast has taught you a little bit more about how general elections work.